right now. Tonight, a local barn burns. How much damage the flames are expected to cause.
Plus, a new plan by Illinois Democrats to fund the state government, while Republicans are taking a stand against it.
And Pride Weekend returns to Peoria, what it means to the LGBT community. But first, smoke could be seen billowing from this Princeville barn after a fire sparked there this afternoon.
Bales of hay were on fire when our crew arrived. Gas tanks sit just outside the barn. It's our top story tonight at 10. Multiple fire agencies tried to get that fire under control. The Broomfield fire chief tells us no one was injured in the fire. The owner says the basement barn cost more than $2 million to build. He lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in other equipment inside. All of the cattle made it out safely, he says. Crews were expected to spend hours putting out the smoke and flames.
Peoria police say a shooting in the 2100 block of West Star Street, first reported last night, appears to be an accident. When police got to the scene yesterday, they found a 15-year-old boy with a gunshot wound to the head. Witnesses say he was playing with a handgun when it went off. He was taken to the hospital. It's unclear whether he'll survive.
After 4.5 months without a congressman, the 18th district is a day away from electing a new representative. Tomorrow's general election between Republican Darren LaHood and Democrat Rob Mellon. But there aren't high hopes for much of a voter turnout, between the election being on a Thursday in September and only one race on the ballot. Experts aren't expecting long lines at the polls tomorrow. The primary election only saw about a 12.5% voter turnout.
Typically in a general election, you do much better than the primary election. We may not get to the 12.5% that we had in the primary election.
WMBD is your local election headquarters. We will have continuing coverage tomorrow night from Mellon's party in Quincy and LaHood's party in Peoria.
A story now from our Capitol newsroom. Republicans are standing up against a new plan by Democrats to fund state government. It's been more than 3 months since either side proposed a complete budget. The idea of creating temporary budgets and stopgap bills have been a major strategy by Democrats in both chambers. As Matt Porter explains, despite an exact supermajority in the House, most of these bills have never made it through.
This is Groundhog Day. It's actually $2 billion richer Groundhog Day. This has already been tried.
Republicans rebuffed Democrats for adding $2 billion in spending to a bill that will also release revenue from the lottery and motor fuel tax.
We don't have the money. And yet again, the Democrats are pounding down taxpayers' throats. More spending than we have dollars.
Democrats argue state money is already going out despite more than 2 months without a budget.
90% of the budget is out the door, and unfortunately those left behind are those people who need these human services to stay safe and stay alive. And
instead, the shutdown hasn't affected most people.
With schools opening, with state employees being paid, with a lot of programs being funded through court orders, that's good, but unfortunately you take away pressure points to get people at the table.
15 weeks later, both sides still blame each other's leaders.
The Speaker's version of compromise is, no, I don't meet you in the middle, you capitulate completely to me. And of course you all know that because you've lived with them for all these years.
Show some leadership, bring everybody together, bring them down, sit down, and let's work this out.
This bill will head to the House, where it will need 71 votes for a veto-proof majority. We've seen how difficult it was last week when the Democrats only got 70 members of their caucus to Springfield. Now, the House isn't scheduled to be back until September 24th, meaning there will be no lawmakers in Springfield next week.
With the school year underway, some schools may need to change their curriculum. A new law will require high schools to teach civics courses next year. Public schools must offer 2 years of social studies and 1 year of U.S. history or government. About 60% of the state schools already have a civics course, but not all of them may be able to afford it.
Districts, it is going to be an added expense because they might not have the personnel to add more to their curriculum.
The Illinois Board of Education is working with school districts to help them determine whether they need to offer a separate course.
A federal judge rules today a case challenging the Affordable Care Act brought by the Republican-controlled House of Representatives can move forward. A U.S. district judge allowed the case to proceed on claims concerning whether public monies were properly approved by Congress. Justice Department lawyers had argued the case should be dismissed because the House did not have the legal right to be in court.
New tonight, a gay pride festival making a return to the River City after years without one. WMBD's Marvis Herring talked with the organizer today and shares more about what his goals are for the event. Marvis.
Well, Maria, it's been more than 5 years since the last Peoria Pride Festival, and while it will have dancing and celebrations, the organizer tells me he also wants it to be more than that. This Friday, the Peoria Gay Pride event kicks off, and there will be a bar crawl with a shuttle to 5 local bars and a drag show event, but there's also going to be an expo at the Civic Center where local agencies and businesses can connect with the LGBT community. Cesar Vargas, the lead organizer of the event, says this weekend is open to everyone.
It's for everyone, you know, it's just a part of who we are. We're going to laugh and we're going to dance and we're going to have a good time. It's, you know, about celebrating our differences.
Vargas says people in Peoria also commend the sense of inclusiveness here in the River City, and he adds that many people are happy to see this festival come back to Peoria. Maria.
Marvis, thanks so much. The Peoria Civic Center releasing their new budget. Now they're facing a bigger deficit than last year. They're starting the new year in close to a $700,000 hole. The center is trying to bring in new conventions and shows that would bring more people to the River City, but managers say it's hard to find and bring in conventions that people are interested in. They say they need those dollars to pay for things like an aging building and upgrades to their space.
We did replace the arena seats last year. We remodeled some meeting rooms on the far side of the building. We have redone our parking lots. Our elevators are starting to age, so those are on our priority list.
Organizations like Enjoy Peoria are also helping the Civic Center. They're advertising and promoting the space on a statewide level.
Now to a story we're following for you. More than 150 people went to a meeting in Eureka last night to talk about the future of the Davidson Barn. Steve Colburn with the nonprofit Barnstormers shared plans to move the barn to Eureka Lake Park and to turn it into a community center. After his presentation, the public was invited to speak. 16 people said they're against putting the barn on the south point of the park, and they would rather see a community center in the center of town. No decision was made last night. It's now under advisement by City Council. Still ahead, shooting hoops to help our nation's heroes, the fundraising that will send veterans to Washington, D.C. But first, Chris.
Well, we have some big changes heading our direction. We have another chance of some showers, followed by a big cool down. Today was a warm one, high temperatures back into the 80s. But how low will our temperatures go by the weekend? We'll have that forecast coming up.
You're watching WMVD News at 10 in high definition with Paul Cicchini, Maria Chandler, Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates with your local Weather Authority forecast, and Kurt Pegler with sports. This is WMVD News at 10. Central Illinois proud. This portion of WMVD News brought to you by Green Chevrolet.
When you want to buy a pre-owned car, you want selection and you want price. Fred, what do we got for selection?
Selection? How about a gigantic inventory?
Oh, how about an enormous inventory?
Mega-sized, I'd call it.
I love that. And then we're going to need some low prices. What do you got for that?
$99 a month for a pre-owned car.
I like that. What about new?
$147 for a new cruise lease.
All right. Well, do you still get the Green's Goods package?
On every car.
Every car gets the $9.95 oil changes, the car washes, and so much more. You got to go green.
Welcome to Subway. What can I make for you? You'll love our new rotisserie-style chicken. 100% white meat, herb-seasoned pulled chicken, fresh toasted with melty cheese and crisp veggies on freshly baked bread. Enjoy it while it's here. Subway. Eat fresh.
Don't touch me. Oh, hey, man. Truck accident.
So the truck ran the red light.
What happened to you, Chief? I thought I was your lawyer.
Oh, you didn't know? I hired Strong Law. Todd Strong actually explained the law to me. He took my case to court. He fought for me, and he got me exactly what I deserved. The best part is, I could actually understand what he was saying. Hey, take it easy there, Chief.
That hurts, man.
I'm Todd Strong. Our team can help you.
We want the keys to your trade-in, and we want to give you the keys to a brand new Jeep, Van, or Ram Mini with no money down. At the year's lowest prices, you'll pay less in Pekin. It's easy to upgrade to a new Jeep, Van, or Ram. So let's trade keys at uptradingpekin.com.
Hi folks, I'm Larry with Bath Fitter. I'm here today with a 3-generation family of Bath Fitter customers. This is their Bath Fitter experience.
It all started with my walk-in shower. I couldn't live without it.
I got my Bath Fitter 5 years ago. It's like getting in a brand new shower every time. It's the best decision I ever made, and then my daughter got one.
Our bathtub turned out more beautiful than we could have ever imagined, and I'm happy to be able to put my kids in a nice clean tub.
Join our Bath Fitter family. Give us a call today.
The Storm Tracker Skycam Network, brought to you by Parker Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. Now, your local weather authority. WMBD's chief meteorologist, Chris Yates.
Thanks for sticking with us. It is a comfortable night across central Illinois after temperatures ventured back into the 80s. Right now we are in the 60s. It is 62 in Pontiac, 68 right here in Peoria, 67 out in the Twin Cities. Out west, not bad. Skies clear. Temperatures into the mid to upper 60s as well from Kewanee down towards Galesburg, Canton, and Havana. And clear skies currently across the entire state. But we are seeing at least a few clouds now beginning to work in from the northwest. This is our next weather system in the form of a cold front. It'll bring us another chance for some showers and thunderstorms by tomorrow afternoon, but this front is also going to do more than just bring us a chance for showers. It is going to allow the jet stream to really begin to dive southward. That is going to send us some much cooler temperatures. Now, as for tonight, we're looking at lows in the lower 60s and upper 50s, so a little cool waking up tomorrow morning. Clouds begin to quickly increase tomorrow morning, partly to mostly cloudy skies by lunchtime, and look at this, another chance for some showers and storms along that cold front. It continues to race off to the south and east. We'll see some additional showers and storms behind it, but with any passing shower or storm, watch out for some heavy rain, some gusty winds, and even the possibility of some small hail, given how cool the atmosphere is going to be, at least above the ground. And then by tomorrow evening, we're going to see those, at least the clouds clearing out along with all the rain, and that should set us up with hopefully some drier weather moving into Friday. So here's your day planner. Temperatures in the 60s when you're out the door tomorrow morning around lunchtime. Keep the umbrella handy. You'll need it, especially from lunchtime through the evening commute. After that, we'll see only some isolated storms. Won't be nearly as widespread, and then temperatures begin to drop. But highs tomorrow back into the 80s, much like it was today. 84 degrees in Peoria, 82 in Lakin. We'll see low 80s out east and low to mid 80s out west. A pretty comfortable day with just that afternoon chance of rain. And speaking of the west, temperatures around 81 in Galesburg, warming to about 85 in Beardstown. Lewistown coming in at 82. Havana is 83. Mason City, you're looking at a high temperature tomorrow of 84. All right, here's the bigger change. A nice strong dip in the jet stream. This is going to be bringing us some fall-like weather as we advance into the weekend. A big upper level low is going to make itself, well, at home here across the Midwest, but at the surface, this is where you get those cool temperatures coming in out of the north. So high temperatures by Saturday will struggle to get out of the 60s. All right, here's a look at your Southside Bank 8-day outlook. 84 tomorrow, down to 71 on Friday, mostly sunny skies. Things then cool through the weekend. Again, high temperatures into the 60s, but don't forget about those overnight lows. They're going to be venturing into the mid to upper 40s, and if cool weather is just not your game, you're going to be warming up quickly back into the 80s by the middle part of next week. So a nice taste of fall is not hanging around too long. We're going to be back to near average or above average by next week.
People can still get a little taste of summer if they're not liking the fall so
Summer's
much.
trying to hang on right now.
Yeah.
It's trying.
All right, thanks so much, Chris. A boil order issued tonight in East Peoria. The Department of Public Works says that the area between the Jimmy John's off of 242 West Camp Street to the Motel 6 at 104 West Camp Street is affected. The order was issued because of an emergency water main repair.
A traffic alert for you now. Drivers should expect closures along Route 6 in Peoria County starting tomorrow. The left lane of the westbound side at the I-74 interchange will be closed for most of the day and late Thursday night into early Friday morning. The same area will have intermittent closures from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Thursday night. Crews will be installing a new overhead sign structure. Delays should be expected.
And more changes along University as construction continues there. Crews have started asphalt milling on the road. As those operations continue, flashing red traffic lights will be displayed at intersections. Those are at University in Forest Hill, McClure, and Nebraska. Drivers should be careful in that area. Expect delays as well. Those changes are expected to last until early next week. Ranking high where a couple of local universities fell on a national list. That's still ahead. Stay with us.
Devastating, serious injuries. The lawyer you hire today can make a big difference in your life tomorrow.
Jay Jensen. One name says it all.
You tend to growl at everyone when you don't get enough sleep. You won't have that problem when you sleep on a handcrafted Lebeda mattress. Shop the Lebeda Mattress Sweet Dreams Sweet Savings Sale. Save 15 to 50% on select discontinued models. Save $200 to $500 on your choice of natural Talalay latex mattresses, a wide selection of adjustable beds, two-sided mattresses that can be flipped over, and cooling gel memory foam. Sale ends Monday at Lebeda.
Kurt Pegler and Dan Malloy, bringing you every action-packed highlight from across Central Illinois. The hardest hits, the biggest blocks, the longest bombs. Unity Point Clink, Sam Lehman of Morton Sports Extra, overtime presented by Goodwill. Friday late night on WYZZ.
Wake up with doggone weather with meteorologist Lauren Rankin. Weekdays on WMBD This Morning. Brought to you by Heartland Deck and Fence.
Furniture's a little different to buy sometimes. It's not as straightforward as some other things. You've got to factor in the colors and the room size and the feel and all that kind of thing. So it's a big deal to get it right. You're going to have that furniture in your living room for years and years, living with it every single day. At Sherman's, when you buy any in-stock furniture, you got 30 days to take it home, try it out, make sure it's really what you intended. It's important enough for us that you are happy that we are willing to do that. Come on in, work with our furniture experts. If you don't love it, we'll take it back and help you find something you do love.
A new paint job can really make your space come to life. With over 40 years experience, GT Custom Paint is locally owned and takes pride in getting the project done right and on time. Call or go online today for your estimate and consultation with GT Custom Paint.
This portion of WMBD News is brought to you by Illinois Cancer Care.
The experience I had at Illinois Cancer Care was they became my family and always made me feel like I wasn't sick. They made me feel like I was on the road to getting better.
Illinois Cancer Care offers personalized treatments and compassionate care. We are the leader in cancer care in Central Illinois and are nationally recognized for clinical research. We provide personal genetic testing and the most advanced treatments available. Illinois Cancer Care offers world-class cancer treatment at 12 clinic locations, comfortably close to home.
You're watching WMBD News at 10.
Grade schoolers in Central Illinois showing support for veterans by raising money for the Greater Peoria Honor Flight.
It's called Nets for Vets. Between last week and this week, 9 schools have been shooting hoops in gym class.
WMBD's Rachel Kay was at Robine Elementary this morning. She has more on the story, making us Central Illinois proud.
We're raising money to help send veterans to Washington, D.C. They served in the war and a lot of them died, so I think it's a really good cause to support so they can go see the memorial.
Phyllis Perino, a volunteer with the Greater Peoria Honor Flight, brought Nets for Vets to Robine Elementary School.
We started this 2 years ago at this school. They raised $2,000 in 1 week, and last year we had 12 schools do it, and they raised $50,000 in 1 week.
It costs $80,000 for a charter flight of veterans to make the day trip to Washington, D.C.
Very honorable to be able to go see all in the monuments. World War II was the last one that was built. It should have been the first one that was built.
The Greater Peoria Honor Flight tries to raise enough money for 3 flights a year.
People don't realize what this does. Every pupil that comes out, and if they just do $10 per student, it brings in a tremendous amount of money.
Students like 5th grader Ian Thrall went door to door for the past week trying to help.
I heard that you raised a lot of money. Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me how much you raised?
$234.
That's awesome.
And 91 cents.
This week, the students are sharing their PE class with veterans.
Can you get it on me?
This is the last generation of children that can shake the hand of a World War II veteran and thank them for their service.
I just wish I could have raised more.
The only thing is I can't get out there and shoot basketball. I'm too old to do that anymore.
In East Peoria, Rachel Kay, WMBD News.
Now, the next honor flight is scheduled for September 29th, but Nets for Vets does not stop there. 9 more schools are signed up for Veterans Day in November. For a full list, you can visit our website. Go to ciproud.com.
When it comes to getting a college education, you may want to look no farther than Central Illinois. We're proud to say 2 local universities are getting national recognition in a positive way. First up, Illinois State. It's one of the top 100 public universities in the country, according to U.S. News and World Report, ranking ISU at 79. Part of the ranking for Illinois State is based on keeping 34% of its classes with fewer than 20 students. Bradley University is ranked among the top 5 regional Midwestern colleges. U.S. News & World Report's annual College Guide of America's Best Colleges puts Bradley at 4th in its 2016 edition. It's recognizing the school as a great university with a great price.
On July 1st, state law required all college campuses to go smoke-free. Illinois State University says the transition so far has gone smoothly. They're spreading awareness about educational meetings and signs posted around campus. The university says when it comes to enforcement, it's been a matter of discretion. ISU Police Department can issue citations if necessary, but so far the new ban hasn't created any issues.
The University Police Department, if it comes to it, can issue people citations, but we've not really had that kind of an issue, and we don't really want to escalate it to that sort of an issue.
With the campus-wide smoking ban, the only safe place for students and staff to smoke is in their own private vehicles.
The Midwest League playoffs are in Peoria tonight. Kurt has Chiefs postseason highlights next in sports.
Bam and Sean Cusack know every case is unique and every client is important. Hire the team with proven results in workers' compensation and personal injury. Call 637-5282 today.
Renault by Anderson of Central Illinois salutes Jeff Nevor and the Morton High School Band for its 10th consecutive state championship and University of Illinois Governor's Award.
It's the spirit of excellence.
Who's your Chevy dealer, Peoria? Easy, it's Uptrain Weston Chevy Cadillac. With a bigger selection, a professional team, and the world-class savings you're looking for. This week, drive a new Silverado Double Cab 4x4 for $34,900 or $309 a month at Uptrain Weston Chevy Cadillac.
Anyone who's had our chicken knows it's plump and juicy. What they may not know is that it's also 100% natural.
All our chickens are certified, humanely raised, no antibiotics, on a high-quality diet of soy and grain.
Why are they called tenders?
They're called tenders because they come from the tenderloin of the breast, hand-trimmed just for colors. It's not a strip or a finger, it is the true tenderloin.
I'll put our chicken tenders up against anybody's.
That's like my Granny Franklin used to make. That's outstanding, Greg.
Welcome to Delicious.
It's time again for the Pekin Marigold Festival, a full lineup of music, food, and fun for the whole family. Meet Frank Fritz from American Pickers. Check PekinMarigoldFestival.com for a complete schedule of events. We've picked the perfect weekend. Come be a part of the Marigold Festival.
She remembered it was a wildflower.
It was held in the hand of a teacher that inspired her to paint.
And she would paint with nature as a favorite theme. They were powerful images.
Landscapes and natural forms, bold and beautiful, painted on a scale with colors as unique as the desert Southwest she loved. Inspired by a teacher.
Georgia O'Keeffe pursued her dream to become an artist and became something more, an American original.
Saluting the spirit of excellence, we are IBEW 197.
Drive home a new Range Rover Evoque for $389 a month at JaguarLandRoverPeoria.com.
You're thinking big, and your company's more connected. More ways, more places, more devices. That's why Frontier Business Edge is thinking big about you. For data, video, voice, and cloud solutions. On an advanced fiber network built for today and tomorrow. With experts and equipment to customize solutions end to end. And 24/7 tech support. Frontier Business Edge. Make your big move today. Call 1-888-FRONTIER and talk to a specialist now.
Now, your local sports with WMBD's Kurt Fegler.
Playoff baseball's back at Doza Park. Chiefs opening a best-of-3 Midwest League playoff series with Kane County at home. Joe Krusel has the Chiefs in the postseason for the first time in 6 years. He sends Jack Flaherty to the mound in Game 1. He was great again. Strikeout here. Kane County bench was complaining about balls and strikes all night long. Flaherty just shutting them down. 1 run in 7 innings. He fanned 6. And get this, the Chiefs get a 9th-inning bases-loaded walk from Kenny Peoples-Walls to win the game 2-1, and they can clinch the series with a victory on the road tomorrow at Kane County. The Normal Corn Belters open the Frontier League playoffs tomorrow. Best-of-3 series against Traverse City. The division champion Corn Belters are in the playoffs for the first time in the 7-year history of the franchise.
Been here 4 years ago when we were 29 wins. To go from that to clinching first place in our division is incredible.
The group of guys, the way we interact, and the way everyone works hard and stuff like that, all those things, it just meshes well, and it's something that is rare to find in baseball.
This team's full of chemistry. That's what's carried us. This is like a family. It's not like a baseball team. This is a different team that I've ever played on. We all gel, and the locker room last night was unbelievable. Tons of hugging, just popping champagne. We were all looking forward to it, and it was just a great time with close friends.
Corn Belt to start their playoff series on the road, return home on Saturday night. Cubs and Cardinals playing their series finale at Busch Stadium today, and the Cubs are poised for a 3-game sweep. They scored in the first inning again. Anthony Rizzo with a shot to right center. This is a double that brings around Chris Coghlan. That makes it 1-0. And then later in the inning, Tommy LaStella with an opposite field double into the left field corner, scoring Rizzo 2-0. Cubs had a 3-1 lead in the 8th when, guess what, the Cardinals rally. Matt Carpenter singles home 1 run. Stephen Piscotty doubles home 2 more, and the Cardinals rally. They beat the Cubs 4-3. White Sox and the Indians. What a night for the Sox youngster Trace Thompson. He connects for his 3rd homer of the season. This is in the 2nd inning. It ties the game at 1. Thompson had 2 hits and 2 ribbies tonight. He later makes a terrific sliding catch in right, but Cleveland spoils his night with a 6-4 win. NFL season kicks off tomorrow night. Bears and Packers open the season against each other on Sunday. First time since 1981 that the Bears and Packers open the season against each other in Chicago. Welcome to the oldest rivalry in the NFL, John Fox. The new Bears coach understands the Packers are the favorites to win the division, and the odds makers like them as one of the Super Bowl favorites. And guess what? His first game as the Bears head coach is against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers.
I'm not real happy to get him anytime, actually, but they're in our division, so we've got great respect for what they've accomplished and what they've done, and in many ways, we're trying to get that back.
Bears and Packers kick off noon Sunday. Watch it on our sister station, WYZZ. Our high school game day matchup on Friday night. Tremont's hosting DMAC. You tell us which school has more spirit this week by casting a vote at the Avani's Spirit Poll. You'll find that at ciproud.com. Briefly, 4-star recruit Xavier Simpson of Lima, Ohio, chooses Michigan over Illinois, so John Gross still having trouble securing a point guard. Finally, Eureka College senior Austin Blair, big tackle on 4th down to stop Knox College on Saturday. He's all excited for making a big hit. Celebrate, as he's doing that, one of his teammates delivers a hit on him. Well,
there you go.
Yeah, he's in a good mood.
Yeah, he got up gracefully and kept going. So that's how you do it, right?
And they won the game, so all's well that ends well.
Exactly. I like that. Thanks, Kurt. Chris, back right after this.
Versatility.
Technology. Fuel economy. Safety. For an incredible crossover value, drive a new Rogue Murano at Upstream Nissan. Choose almost any package or color.
Because our selection is getting bigger every day.
Find your Rogue Murano at Upstream Nissan in Peoria.
UFS, famous for deals on Adams Street, downtown Peoria. 10 minutes from anywhere.
Time's running out. Install that new carpet free from UFS. UFS, your flooring headquarters, about 10 minutes from anywhere.
Throughout Central Illinois, there's someone lending a helping hand to families and businesses, someone providing the means to make hopes and dreams become reality. We're your hometown community banks, and we're a part of your hometown. Together, we're making our community stronger, one relationship at a time. Hometown Community Banks. Look for the clock tower, and you'll know. We have time for you. Remember, Desi.
Steel, a brand built on power, and the Americans who use it, build it, and sell it. Right now, Steel blowers start at just $149.95. Plus, get the hard-working MS250 for just $299.95. Real people, Steel people. Join us. Visit SteelDealers.com.
Take the short drive today to see the goods difference. Stroll through the shops at Market Square. Find unique gifts, clothing, gourmet food, wine, and so much more. We look forward to seeing you at Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
At Extreme, we sell more Nissans, Hyundai, Kias combined than anyone in Central Illinois. There's a reason for that. To think that they can purchase, regardless of make or model, a car from us and have a warranty for as long as they own that car, my goodness, that is true peace of mind. From one extreme to another, whether it be in Bloomington or the north end of Normal, Extreme has got you covered.
Are you ready to make yourself a priority and get active as a family? Four Seasons is your local premier health club, voted best gym again for 2014. Get access to 2 locations for the price of 1. Four Seasons, fitness, family, fun.
You're watching WMDD News at 10.
Britain's Queen Elizabeth II today becomes the longest-serving monarch in her country's history. Elizabeth ascended to the throne 63 years ago, and 63 years, 7 months ago, when she was 25 years old. Her reign surpassing that of her great-great-grandmother, Queen Victoria. This is a photo of the Queen that was released specifically to mark the occasion. It shows her at Buckingham Palace at her desk, reading letters from the governments of Commonwealth nations. Commemorative events are being held across Britain. The 89-year-old Queen and her husband, Prince Philip, were in Scotland for the opening of a new rail line. It's a long time.
It is a long time.
Not a bad run.
Always looking classy, too, I might add.
Yeah.
I love looking at all of the outfits and hats
Stylish.
and all of that fun stuff, of course.
Very stylish.
All right, how about weather?
We're going to need some warmer type of gear heading into the weekend.
Yeah.
It's got to, we just want to last,
warm outfits,
hang on to summer, but fall is starting to push in a little violently. 61 degrees tonight, clear skies. Tomorrow it'll be another warm one, but we have another chance for some showers and thunderstorms thanks to a very quick moving complex of storms and cold front. Winds will be from the southwest, shifting to the west-northwest in the afternoon at about 3 to 8 miles per hour. All right, here's your extended forecast. Chance of storms tomorrow. Looking cooler on Friday with highs in the lower 70s, but Saturday looking to be the coolest day of the week with temperatures struggling to climb out of the 60s. Low temperatures Saturday night into Sunday, likely in the 40s. And then we begin to at least snap out of the cold weather with temperatures back into the upper 70s and into the lower 80s heading into early parts of next week. So if that doesn't look like a fall forecast, nothing does.
Yeah, fall on the way. At least we have a good stretch, but it's strange to
40s
get
is
40s
too cool.
in there.
Just change the temperature. I don't care what it really is going to be.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks for joining us tonight. Don't forget we're available on air, online, and on the go.
And you can head over to our website, ciproud.com, and get the latest news on our app for your phone or tablet. Stick around. Colbert's next.